All right, friends, this is your area and perimeter math test. You can pause this video and go back and forth on Mastery Connect and listening to me. Question 1. Which equation can be used to calculate the area of a rectangle that is 5 feet wide and 7 feet long? Well, you have to think about what do you have to do for area. Remember, area is the inside. Okay, so do you multiply? Do you add? Multiply or add. Okay, so remember, area is length times width. Question 2. Find the area of the rectangle below. Again, area is length times width, or if they give you square units, all you have to do is count up the square units. Question 3. Sarah wants to find the area of a rectangle. She knows the length of the rectangle is 9 inches. What else does Sarah need to know? Okay, we know the length. Remember, area equals length times width. So A says nothing. She has enough information. B says Sarah needs to know if the rectangle is big or small. C, Sarah needs to know the width of the rectangle. Or D, Sarah needs to know the length of the rectangle. Well, we know she already knows the length, so it can't be D. She does not have enough information. And it doesn't matter whether she knows it's big or small. So that leaves one answer left. Question 4. What multiplication fact is shown by the area model? Okay, so remember, area is length times width. So you simply see how many are on the length and how many are on the width. Question 5. Find the perimeter of a square if one side is measured in 5 inches. Well, if we know one side is 5 inches and a square has 4 equal sides, then we would have to add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, or 5 times 4. Question 6. Which figure has a larger area than the square below? Well, to be able to figure that out, we have to know the area of the square. Well, it's 4 times 4 because it's 4 across for the width and 4 up and down for the length. I know that 4 times 4 is 16. So my question is, which figure has a larger area than the square below? Well, if the square below is 16, we have to find one that has more than 16. So you can simply count, or you can add up. I go down here. I'm going to jump down here. This one, 2 times 5 is 10. Can't be that one. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 is more than 16. I want to be sure I can just simply count these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's not more than 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not more than 16. So there's one that is more than 16. Question 7. What is the perimeter of a rectangle with length 4 centimeters and width 9 centimeters? Remember, perimeter means you add up all the sides. So a rectangle has 4 sides. So you would need to do 4 on the other side plus 4 and 9 plus 9. Question 8. Each side of a square is 4 centimeters. Which equation can you use to find the area? We know the area is length times width. Well, in a square, all the sides are the same. So the length times width is going to be 4 times 4. Question 9. The rectangle shown below has a length of 8 units and a width of 1 unit. Which rectangle has the same area as the one shown above, but it has a different perimeter? Well, if I know the area is 8, because it tells me, I have to find what the perimeter is. I simply count around the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I know there's going to be 8 on the bottom. 8 plus 8 is 16. The left side is 17. The right side is... Okay, so if I know the perimeter is 18, I have to find the one down here that has the area of 8, but it has a different perimeter. Well, this one is 4 plus 4, so it has 8. This one is 3 plus 3, which is 6. 2 plus 2 is 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this one and this one are exactly the same, except this one is turned. So it's going to have the same perimeter. These two don't have the same area. So I'm going to have to check A and see if A has the same area, which it does, but a different perimeter. So you're going to need to count around the edges to see if it has a different perimeter. If it does, it's your answer. Question 10. Use the information below for questions 10 and 11. A rectangle has a length of 5 meters and a width of 8 meters. Okay, what is the area? So remember area, we do length times width. So you're going to take the length here, 5 times 8. What is the perimeter of the rectangle? We know a rectangle has 4 sides. Okay, so if I know one side is 5, there's going to be another side that's 5. If I know one side is 8, there's going to be another side that's 8. So I'm going to need to add up 5 plus 5 and 8 plus 8 and put those two together. Question 12. Which figure does not have the same perimeter of the others? So what you're going to have to do for this one is add up all your sides. 3 of them should be the same perimeter. One of them is going to be different. The one that's different is going to be your answer. Question 13. Which figure has the smallest area? Okay, so simply count up the squares. Which one has the least? That's going to be your answer. Question 14. Mrs. James has a rectangular dining room table. The area of the tabletop is 24 square feet. Which measurement could be the dimensions of her table? Okay, so we know the area is length times width. So something times something equals 24. So you simply have to find which one of these down here is going to equal 24. 3 times 10, 4 times 6, 2 times 8, or 5 times 6. Question 15. Kevin has a rectangular piece of grid paper. Each square is 1 square inch. Okay, so here's his piece of grid paper. Which multiplication fact could you use to find the area of the paper? So you're simply going to add up the length times the width. Okay, if you're not sure what that multiplication problem is, you can count all of these squares. But it should give you down here. Question 16. A rectangle has an area of 45 inches squared. If one side measures 9 inches, what is the measurement of the other side? So we have a missing side here. So 9 times something is going to equal 45. That something is going to be your answer. So what times 9 equals 45? Question 17. A rectangle has a perimeter of 24 meters. If one side measures 8 meters, what is the measurement of the other side? So if we know it's a rectangle and one side is 8 meters, we know the other side's going to be 8 meters. 8 plus 8 is 16. Okay, so to figure out this problem, I'm going to have to figure out the missing side. Let me see if I can draw. Well, so I'm going to have to take 24 minus my 8 plus 8 minus 16. Okay, I'm going to get my answer, 24 minus 16. And then I'm going to split that answer in half because the rectangle has 4 sides. So I know 8 plus 8 are 2 of the sides. So I have to figure out what the other 2 sides are. Question 18. We're going to be using this fence right here for the cows. What is the perimeter of the farmer's pen, which is the fence? So they want to know what the perimeter is. So you need to add up all the sides. 8 plus 6, 8 plus 6. Question 19. What is the area of the farmer's pen? Well, area, you're going to multiply length times width. You only have to use one length and one width. So 6 times 8. Question 20. Blank measures the amount of space inside a shape or figure. Okay, so which one measures inside? Perimeter, area, units, or addition? Question 21, blank measures the distance around the outside of a shape or figure. Okay, so that's where we add up all the sides. So which one would that be? Perimeter, area, units, or multiplication? Question 22, Caleb drew the following plan to build a fence around his yard. What is the area? So with this one, remember, we're going to have to turn this into two shapes. So we can either draw a line here or here. It's up to you on how you divide it. Okay, then you find the area, length times width of each rectangle, and then you add those two together. For perimeter, you're going to simply add up all of the sides. You do have two sides here that don't have measurements, so you're going to have to figure out what those missing sides are. So if I'm trying to find this missing side right here, okay, I know that it's 12 all the way across, and I know this one is 5. So 12 minus 5 is going to give me this missing length right here. To find this side, we know that this whole piece right here would be 9. We know that this is 3. So 9 minus 3 is going to give you this side length. Once you have the perimeter of all the sides, you simply add them all up. Question 23, draw two rectangles that both have an area of 18 square units, but a different perimeter. Label them A and B. I'm not sure if you can do this on Mastery Connect, if it will let you. If it won't let you, it's okay to skip that one. If it will let you, you're simply going to draw two rectangles. So you have to think about what two things can you multiply to get 18. Okay, and those are going to be the length and width of your sides. Okay, there are two bonus questions. Find the dividend in the equation below. So this is a little review from when we did division. So you have to find what number goes where this heart is. Okay, bonus question number 2, find the product in the equation below. Don't let this mess you up. Just because the equals, it's written backwards, you still do it the same way. So you have to do 8 times 4 and then tack that 0 on your answer. And question 3, Ella made 36 cookies. She put 9 cookies in each box. If she sold the boxes for $7 each, how much money would Ella make in all? All right, friends, good luck. You can hop on Google Meet if you have any questions.